what I'm going to take it back to, like traveling, and you mentioned, the vegan food in quarantine's pretty good. What
Mhm.
was it like during the Olympics? 'Cause I think from memory, there's like an Olympics food court that you have, and there's a whole
Yeah,
host of food. Like, how
yeah,
does that work around
yeah.
being plant-based?
So I'll explain a little bit. So we stay like in the Olympic Village, and Australia has its headquarters in one building. And we were really lucky that the Australian headquarters had like what they called the fueling pantry. So not all countries had this. And Australia, the team actually brought. We had, I think, like maybe three dietitians there, and they brought on like a ship like lots of food, like Mavis peanut butter and like cans of chickpeas, yeah, heaps of different like rice, just like all the snacks you could get. And we had a spot where we could go and make meals. Pretty much you could make breakfast and lunch there. So that was to kind of avoid us going to the dining hall too much, because the dining hall was going to be the most obvious place where you might get COVID in the village, because that was where all the athletes were going.
Right.
Because at one stage, I mean, we were hearing reports that I think like maybe up to like 20 positive cases in the village a day. So
Oh
it
my
was definitely
God.
there. So we had to be careful. Yeah. But that's with like what 10,000 people staying in there or something, maybe not at once. There's about 10,000 athletes across the whole Olympics, but everyone had to kind of leave once their event was finished. So it was not
Yep.
full ever. But yeah, so the dining hall pretty much, yeah, you one big dining hall. It's open 24 hours, and there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then between those times, there's just like always food. And pretty much you walk in, you put gloves on, you pick up a tray. You sanitize your hands when you first walk in, gloves on, pick up a tray, get cutlery, and then you walk around. It's this massive, massive, massive complex, and there's two floors, same food on the both floors, and there are different cuisines from across the world. So there's like Asian, pizza and pasta, food of the world, whatever. And there was one fabulous section, vegetarian, and I think it was also gluten free. And I think everything in that section was actually vegan, pretty much all vegan. So I pretty much just always went there. I could go to some of the other places and like peek, and see some things and get a few vegan things. But that place was like all vegan, so that was good. And there was also like a whole salad bar. You could make salads, like a fruit bar, like bread. So yeah, it was really good. Like most of the food I ate probably like, because I went there for dinner. Every night I would get like some sushi, like cucumber sushi, some inari rolls, and then I just get like rice, whatever kind of like curry or stew was there, whatever veggies, broccoli, sweet potato, whatever they had. Usually got a slice or two of the vegan pizza, and lots of fruit, bit of salad. So yeah, really good food. There was like even beetroot bread that was vegan. So I was very happy, very well looked after. They did a good job like labeling everything, so you were never really confused about what you could and couldn't eat. It had all the allergens on the labels, which was really handy. And then pretty much, yeah, in the headquarters, I'd have my lunch and breakfast there. And my breakfast was usually just like oat sachets with peanut butter, banana, or rice cakes with peanut butter and banana and a coffee. And then lunch, I'd usually just have a pack of this like vegetable rice that you heated up and put a tin of little snack packs, tins of chickpeas in olive oil, and red kidney beans in olive oil, and yeah, just other snacks, fruit, popcorn.
You were
It's pretty
smashing
good.
the fiber all day.
Yeah, I
Um,
know,
I was
always.
I was gonna ask if